Today, we're diving into 10 signs that might indicate you're a beta male. Brace yourself. This will make a couple of you guys cry because you've been living in a bubble the whole life. But facing reality is the first step toward growth. The goal in life isn't to sugarcoat things, but to see them clearly and take action to gain an edge. So, what is a beta male? Simply put, a beta male is an average, cautious man who shies away from risk and confrontation. They lack the charisma, confidence, and success that define life's winners. You might be thinking, that's not me. I'm a winner. Well, let's put that to the test. This guide isn't just for the gym rats who can bench twice their weight. It's a holistic look at mindset, attitude, and presence. Whether you're a gamma, omega, or anything in between, if you're not operating at a high value like alpha or sigma, does the label even matter? In today's world, people are becoming soft, not just physically, but morally and mentally. They avoid challenges and retreat when faced with adversity. Look around and you'll see the signs. Let's identify if you share any traits of a beta male and explore practical steps to elevate yourself. Here are 10 signs you're a beta male and what you can do about it. Before that, I must thank you for what you guys do for this channel. I saw a massive 200% growth last month. Thank you. I am open to new suggestions. You can request a topic. If it's good, I will surely make a video on that. Sign 1. You are stuck. Have you ever felt like life is just a monotonous loop? Like every day is a repeat of the last, with nothing meaningful on the horizon? This is a common struggle for many, particularly for those who might identify as beta males, though the term itself isn't the important part. What matters is recognizing the feeling of stagnation. Beta males often find themselves trapped in routines that don't inspire or challenge them. They live a life of comfort, not out of satisfaction, but out of fear of the unknown. Their world is safe but unfulfilling as they avoid risks that could lead to growth. The daily grind of a job that barely covers the bills, a weekend spent escaping through entertainment rather than experiences. These are signs that life is on autopilot. In contrast, alpha and sigma males embrace change and seek out challenges. They understand that discomfort is a sign of growth and that breaking free from monotony is essential for a fulfilling life. Alphas lead with confidence, creating opportunities rather than waiting for them. Sigmas, the lone wolves, carve their paths quietly but with determination. To break free, start by setting one new objective that pushes you beyond your comfort zone. It could be learning a new skill, changing your routine, or pursuing a passion you've shelved. The goal is to introduce deliberate, positive change, proving to yourself that life can be more than a cycle of sameness. Remember, the stoic approach is to focus on what you can control. You may not control the circumstances, but you can control your response to them. Every step towards improvement, no matter how small, is a victory over complacency. Sign 2. You struggle to stand up for yourself. Think back to a moment when you faced a bully, perhaps in school or at work. Did you stand your ground, or did you shrink back, hoping the storm would pass? Beta males often find themselves in the latter position, not because they lack strength, but due to a deeply ingrained fear of conflict. This avoidance is a learned behavior, developed over years of choosing peace over confrontation, even when peace comes at a personal cost. Consider the fly in the jar experiment. Flies, after being trapped, continued to fly within the confines of the jar. Even after its lid was removed, they had become conditioned to believe escape was impossible. Similarly, beta males, conditioned by past experiences, doubt their ability to stand up for themselves, even when the barriers are gone. Unlike alphas who face challenges head-on, or sigmas who navigate conflicts with strategic calm, betas often retreat, unsure of their strength. Omegas might detach entirely, finding solace in a spiritual or laid-back existence, means depression, and gammas, paralyzed by fear of failure, avoid bold moves. Betas, however, hover in a state of indecision. What to do, how to avoid any conflict. Aware of their reluctance, but unsure how to overcome it. To break free, start by recognizing that standing up to bullies isn't about aggression, but about self-respect. Like the flies, once freed from the jar, you need to realize that the barriers you perceive are often self-imposed. Start small. Assert your boundaries in everyday situations. Each time you stand your ground, you weaken the grip of past conditioning and strengthen your confidence. Remember, courage isn't the absence of fear, but the decision to act despite it. By standing up for yourself, you rewrite your story, not as a passive character, but as the hero of your journey. Sign 3. You constantly seek validation. Validation is a fundamental human need, but for beta males, the desire for approval can become a defining characteristic. This need often stems from a lack of self-confidence, leading to a reliance on external affirmation to feel valued. Unlike alphas, who also seek validation, but not to measure worth, but to show how special he is from others. Their confidence often attracts validation on its own, while betas lack in confidence too. On the flip side, sigmas, who derive confidence from within, but even better, never look on other people for validation. Betas look outward, seeking reassurance from others. In social settings, this manifests as people-pleasing behavior. Betas may avoid expressing their true opinions, fearing disapproval. They might go out of their way to accommodate others, even at their own expense. This desire to be liked can be so strong that it overshadows personal desires and boundaries. Gamma males, in contrast, often sense negativity around them, which fuels their hesitation to act boldly. Omegas, disenchanted with societal norms, may detach entirely, no longer seeking or caring about validation. Betas, however, remain deeply engaged with their social environment, constantly gauging how they are perceived. This constant pursuit of validation is not only exhausting, but also unfulfilling. When your self-worth is tied to others' opinions, it becomes fragile and fleeting. The approval you seek may come, but it will never be enough to fill the void created by self-doubt. Breaking free from this cycle requires a shift in focus, from external to internal validation. Start by recognizing your own worth, independent of others' opinions. Celebrate your achievements, however small, and learn to value your unique qualities. Building self-confidence is a gradual process, but each step towards self-acceptance brings you closer to freedom from the need for external validation. Remember, true confidence comes from within. By learning to value yourself, you'll find that the need for constant validation diminishes, replaced by a quiet self-assurance that no external approval can shake. Sign 4. You avoid conflict at any cost. For betas, standing up for themselves, let alone for others, can feel like stepping into unknown territory. The fear of creating tension or being disliked often overshadows the desire to assert personal boundaries. This hesitation can lead to an internal struggle between peace and the necessity of self-respect. However, avoiding confrontation isn't a solution. It's a temporary escape that often leads to bigger issues down the line. The courage to stand against bullying or unfair treatment is not just about self-defense. It's about affirming one's worth and values. You rely on others to make decisions for you, like family, sometimes even friends. For betas, this translates into a reluctance to challenge the status quo, even when it's harmful. Yet, standing up against a bully, whether in the workplace, social circles, or personal relationships, can be empowering. It sends a clear message that respect is non-negotiable. Taking that first bold step can be intimidating, but it's a critical move towards self-empowerment. Start by setting small boundaries and gradually build up to more significant confrontations. Each victory, no matter how small, reinforces the belief that your voice matters. In this journey, it's crucial to remember that confrontation doesn't mean aggression. It's about clear communication, standing firm in your values, and seeking resolution, not victory. By embracing this mindset, betas can transform from passive participants to active advocates in their own lives. Sign 5. You always suppress your emotions. Betas often find themselves caught in the middle, striving to maintain harmony while suppressing their own desires. This balancing act can lead to an erosion of self-confidence and a diminished sense of agency. However, the journey towards rediscovering inner strength begins with a single realization. You have the power to change your narrative. Betas fall into the trap of self-doubt, constantly questioning their abilities and decisions. This can lead to a cycle of inaction, where fear of failure or rejection keeps them from pursuing their goals. Yet, within every beta lies a reservoir of untapped potential, waiting to be unleashed. Reclaiming this strength starts with self-awareness. Acknowledge the fears and insecurities that hold you back. Understand that these feelings are natural, but not insurmountable. The key is to challenge them, step by step. Start by setting achievable goals. These don't have to be monumental. Small victories can be incredibly empowering. Each accomplishment builds confidence and reinforces the belief that you are capable of more than you give yourself credit for. Next, cultivate a support system. Surround yourself with people who uplift and encourage you. Positive reinforcement from friends, family, or mentors can be a powerful motivator. They can offer perspectives you might not see and remind you of your strengths when self-doubt clouds your vision. Moreover, practice self-compassion. Be kinder to yourself. Recognize that everyone makes mistakes, and these moments are opportunities for growth, not definitive judgments of your worth. By shifting your internal dialogue from critical to supportive, you create a mental environment where confidence can thrive. Finally, embrace discomfort. Growth often comes from pushing your boundaries and venturing into the unknown. Each challenge, faced and overcome, adds to your resilience, preparing you for greater hurdles ahead. Rediscovering inner strength is a gradual process, but it begins with a commitment to change. By believing in your potential and taking deliberate steps to nurture it, you can break free from the chains of self-doubt and step confidently into the person you're meant to be. Sign 6. You are cute. Yes, it's a feminine trait, and I said it. We've explained it in the Jungian philosophy video. You can search it down the description box. For betas, the fear of stepping outside their comfort zones can be paralyzing. This is especially true for betas, as in beta males. But for women, this archetypes are a little different. So I was saying, betas, who often seek stability and predictability, you never leave comfort behind. However, true growth lies in the ability to embrace courage over comfort, to face the unknown with determination and resilience. A grown elephant, capable of breaking free, remains tethered by a small rope tied to a stake. As a calf, it was restrained by a similar rope which it couldn't break. Over time, the elephant accepted its limitations, believing the rope was unbreakable. This conditioned mindset kept it bound, even when freedom was within reach. Many betas experience a similar phenomenon. Past experiences and perceived failures act as ropes, tethering them to their comfort zones and limiting their potential. The key to breaking free is recognizing that these limitations are often self-imposed. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to act despite it. It begins with small, deliberate actions. Start by identifying a fear or limitation you've accepted as insurmountable. Challenge this belief by taking a step, however small, toward confronting it. For instance, if you've always avoided public speaking, begin by speaking up in small group settings. gradually increase the audience size as your confidence grows. Each step forward is a testament to your ability to overcome fear, reinforcing your courage. Another important aspect is reframing failure. Instead of seeing it as a setback, view it as a learning opportunity. Each attempt, regardless of the outcome, provides valuable insights that bring you closer to your goals. Embracing this mindset reduces the fear of failure and encourages experimentation and risk-taking. Surrounding yourself with courageous individuals can also inspire and motivate you. Their stories of overcoming adversity and taking bold steps can serve as powerful reminders that courage is a muscle that strengthens with use. Lastly, practice self-reflection. Regularly assess your progress and celebrate your achievements. No matter how small, acknowledge the courage it took to make those strides and let that fuel your future endeavors. By embracing courage over comfort, you open yourself to a world of possibilities. The path may be uncertain and challenging, but with each courageous step, you grow stronger, more confident, and ready to face whatever comes your way. Sign 7. You don't see. Yes, you don't see. Your perspective is limited. In the journey of life, perspective shapes our reality. How we interpret events, challenges, and opportunities can make the difference between stagnation and growth. For betas, who often gravitate towards stability and predictability, cultivating a growth-oriented perspective can be transformative. Let me tell you a story of two bricklayers. When asked what they were doing, the first replied, "I'm laying bricks," while the second said, "I'm building a cathedral." Both were engaged in the same task, yet their perspectives vastly differed. The second bricklayer's vision imbued his work with purpose and passion, while the first saw it as a mere chore. This shift in perspective is crucial for personal and professional growth. Betas, who might feel constrained by routine or lack of bold moves, can benefit immensely from viewing their roles through a broader, more meaningful lens. One way to cultivate this perspective is through gratitude, regularly acknowledging what you're thankful for, even in challenging situations, can shift your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant. This positive outlook can foster resilience and motivation. Another strategy is to reframe obstacles as opportunities. When faced with a challenge, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this experience help me grow? This mindset turns setbacks into stepping stones, encouraging continuous learning and adaptation. Visualization is another powerful tool. Envisioning your goals and the steps to achieve them can clarify your path and strengthen your resolve. It transforms abstract dreams into tangible targets, making the journey more engaging and purposeful. Engaging with diverse perspectives also broadens your understanding and empathy. Surround yourself with people from different backgrounds and experiences. Their stories and viewpoints can challenge your assumptions and inspire new ways of thinking. Lastly, remember the importance of self-compassion. Be kind to yourself during setbacks and celebrate your progress, no matter how incremental. Recognizing your efforts and achievements reinforces a positive perspective and encourages perseverance. By shifting your perspective, you empower yourself to see beyond immediate circumstances and embrace a vision of greater potential. Sign 8. You show off like you're a stone. As you hide your emotions, so over time, you forget that you're a human too. Vulnerability, often perceived as a weakness, is, in reality, a profound strength. It's the willingness to be open, to take risks, and to face uncertainty. For betas, who may seek comfort in predictability, embracing vulnerability can unlock a deeper sense of connection and personal growth. Being vulnerable involves expressing your true feelings and thoughts, even when it feels uncomfortable. It's about admitting mistakes, asking for help, or sharing dreams and fears. This openness can strengthen relationships, build trust, and foster a supportive environment. In the workplace, Vulnerability can lead to innovation and creativity. When team members feel safe to share ideas without fear of judgment, it encourages collaboration and the exploration of new possibilities. Practicing vulnerability also enhances emotional intelligence. It helps you connect with others on a deeper level, fostering empathy and understanding. When you share your struggles, it invites others to do the same, creating a bond rooted in mutual respect and compassion. However, embracing vulnerability doesn't mean exposing yourself to harm. It's about discerning when and how to be open, ensuring it's in safe and supportive environments. It's a balance of being honest while protecting your well-being. To cultivate vulnerability, start by acknowledging your feelings and expressing them in small, manageable ways. Reflect on the moments when you felt afraid to be open and consider the outcomes. Often, you'll find that being vulnerable led to positive, meaningful experiences. Remember, vulnerability is a pathway to authenticity. It allows you to live fully, connect deeply, and grow continuously. By embracing vulnerability, you not only enrich your own life, but also inspire others to be courageous and authentic. In this shared openness, you create a world where everyone feels seen, heard, and valued. Sign 9. You're too cautious. Uncertainty is an inevitable part of life. For betas who often seek stability and predictability, facing the unknown can be daunting. However, embracing uncertainty is not only a necessary skill, but also a pathway to personal and professional growth. Life rarely unfolds according to a fixed plan. Unexpected events, changing circumstances, and new challenges constantly reshape our journeys. The key lies not in avoiding uncertainty, but in learning to navigate it with resilience and adaptability. Think of uncertainty as an open field of possibilities. It's in these moments of the unknown that innovation, creativity, and growth occur. When you step into the unknown, you allow yourself to explore new horizons, discover hidden strengths, and unlock potential that might have otherwise remained dormant. One way to cultivate comfort with uncertainty is by developing a growth mindset. This mindset sees challenges as opportunities to learn rather than obstacles to fear. It encourages curiosity, exploration, and a willingness to take risks. Instead of asking, "What if I fail?" ask, "What can I learn and how can I provide value?" Building resilience is also crucial. Resilience doesn't mean avoiding stress or hardship. It means bouncing back from adversity and using setbacks as stepping stones. Practices such as mindfulness, journaling, and seeking support from friends and mentors can strengthen your ability to cope with uncertainty. Another strategy is to focus on what you can control. While you may not control every outcome, you can control your response, effort, and attitude. Setting small, achievable goals within uncertain situations helps you maintain a sense of direction and accomplishment. Lastly, embracing uncertainty requires a shift in perspective. See the unknown not as a threat, but as an adventure. View each twist and turn as a chance to grow, evolve, and discover new aspects of yourself and the world. Uncertainty is not a barrier, but a bridge to new opportunities. By embracing it, betas can transform fear into courage, hesitation into action, and potential into reality. Sign 10. Your lens of too narrow. Perspective shapes our reality, as we said earlier. It's the lens through which we interpret the world, influencing our thoughts, emotions, and actions. Betas, often inclined to see the world through a practical and cautious view, can benefit immensely from expanding their perspective. Expanding your perspective involves challenging your default views and considering alternative interpretations. It's about stepping outside of your comfort zone and seeing the world through different lenses, those of optimism, curiosity, or empathy. For example, in conflict situations, shifting your perspective can transform the outcome. Instead of viewing a disagreement as a threat, See it as an opportunity for growth and understanding. This doesn't mean abandoning your views, but rather appreciating the validity of others' experiences and insights. Travel is a powerful way to broaden perspective. Immersing yourself in different cultures, traditions, and ways of life opens your mind to new possibilities and ideas. It dismantles stereotypes and fosters a deeper appreciation for diversity. Mindfulness practices also enhance perspective. By observing your thoughts without judgment, you gain clarity and objectivity. This helps you respond to situations thoughtfully rather than reactively, enabling you to make more informed decisions. In the professional realm, leaders who cultivate diverse perspectives within their teams often achieve greater innovation and problem-solving. Encouraging a culture where different viewpoints are valued leads to more holistic and effective solutions. To practice expanding your perspective, engage in active listening. Seek to understand before seeking to be understood. Ask questions, stay curious, and approach conversations with an open mind. Reflect on situations from multiple angles and consider how different outcomes might affect various stakeholders. Remember, shifting your perspective doesn't mean losing your identity or beliefs. It's about enriching your understanding and finding new pathways to connect, create, and contribute. By embracing diverse perspectives, you not only enhance your personal growth, but also foster a more inclusive and harmonious world. Once upon a time, there was a frog who lived in a small drain. To him, the drain was his entire world. It provided him with food, shelter, and everything he thought he needed. The frog was content and never questioned what lay beyond his familiar surroundings. One day, a traveler frog hopped into the drain, speaking of a vast, endless body of water called the sea. The drain frog laughed. "There's no such thing as a sea," he said. "This drain is all there is. It's all I've ever known." The traveler frog invited the drain frog to see the sea for himself. Hesitant but curious, the drain frog agreed. When they reached the sea, the drain frog was astounded by its immensity. He realized how limited his world had been, confined by the narrow walls of the drain. The sea was a revelation, expansive, full of possibilities, and so much more than he had imagined. This story teaches us about the importance of perspective. Betas like the drain frog, viewing the world through the confines of our experiences, beliefs, and surroundings. Our world becomes as big or as small as we allow it to be. Throughout this journey, we've explored various insights, whether it's the importance of standing against bullies, embracing uncertainty, or not letting past limitations dictate your future. Each lesson is a reminder to look beyond the immediate and the familiar. Don't blindly follow the path laid out by others. Your friends, family, and society offer valuable advice, but it's up to you to discern what resonates with your journey. Learn from their experiences, but carve out your own path. Like the drain frog, stepping beyond what you know can lead to incredible discoveries. Embrace uncertainty and view challenges as opportunities to grow. Understand that failures are not the end, but stepping stones to success. Stand tall in your identity, but remain open to new ideas and perspectives. Hope you've liked this video. Thanks for watching.